A company executive just lost $25 million to AI scammers who created an entire fake video conference using deepfakes. Everyone he thought he was talking to was completely artificial. Meanwhile, training a single AI model now consumes as much water as 678 American households use in an entire year, and we're heading toward needing 50 times more energy just to keep our AI systems running. But here's the most shocking part. Sam Altman is warning that we're about to face a massive wave of fraud, while simultaneously AI models are now winning gold medals at the International Mathematics Olympiad, proving they can think creatively and solve problems that stump human geniuses. We're living through the most dramatic technological transformation in human history, and most people have no idea how fast everything is about to change. Let's start with something that should terrify everyone. AI-powered fraud is exploding, and we're completely unprepared for it. That $25 million Hong Kong scam wasn't some isolated incident. It's a preview of what's coming. Here's how it worked. Hackers accessed meeting details, created deepfake videos of all the other participants, and conducted an entire business meeting where only one person was real. The victim had no idea he was talking to artificial intelligences that looked and sounded exactly like his colleagues. And it gets worse. In July 2025, the U.S. State Department was targeted by deepfakes using Secretary Marco Rubio's voice and likeness to try reaching other government officials. We're talking about state-level AI attacks that could destabilize international relations. Sam Altman isn't mincing words about this. He's warning that a big wave of fraud is coming, and current AI systems can create convincing voice clones with just 15 to 30 seconds of audio. Think about how much audio of your voice exists online from video calls, voice messages, and social media posts. That's all a scammer needs to impersonate you convincingly. The scary part isn't just the technology, it's how unprepared our legal and security systems are. How do you prove someone didn't say something when the AI-generated version is indistinguishable from reality? How do you trust any video call or phone conversation when perfect impersonation is available to anyone with a laptop? OpenAI is so concerned, they're opening a Washington office specifically to educate government officials about these threats. But education might not be enough when the technology is advancing faster than our ability to detect or prevent its misuse. While we're dealing with AI fraud, there's an even bigger story. The United States and China are locked in what can only be described as a digital Cold War, with AI as the ultimate weapon. The U.S. just unveiled a massive AI action plan, 90 articles outlining a three-pronged strategy to compete with China, and they're not being subtle about it. The plan calls for deregulation to quickly gain an advantage in the AI race, massive expansion of the electricity grid, and bringing chip production back to American soil. Here's what's fascinating. China has had a huge head start because they've controlled manufacturing processes for decades. They're very good at producing technology, which has given them a significant advantage in the hardware that powers AI systems. But the U.S. response is aggressive. They're tightening export controls on advanced chips, which puts companies like NVIDIA in an impossible position, trying to find a middle ground between China and America while both countries demand exclusive loyalty. The U.S. is also establishing high-security data centers specifically for military AI work, which tells you everything you need to know about how seriously they're taking this competition. We're not just talking about better chatbots, we're talking about AI systems that could determine the outcome of future conflicts. And here's the kicker. The U.S. is trying to align allies like the EU on AI security, even though Europe has much stricter AI regulations. It's like trying to build a coalition where everyone has different rules about what's acceptable. This isn't just about national pride. Whoever leads in AI will have unprecedented economic and military advantages. We're witnessing the defining technological race of the 21st century. Now let's talk about something that proves we're approaching artificial general intelligence faster than anyone expected. AI models are now winning gold medals at the International Mathematics Olympiad. This isn't about memorizing formulas or crunching numbers. The IMO requires creativity, intuition, and the ability to generate completely new ideas. Both OpenAI and Google's models correctly solved 5 out of 6 problems that stump human mathematical prodigies from around the world. Here's why this matters. These AI systems demonstrated logical reasoning, creative problem-solving, and the ability to write mathematical proofs. They're not just following scripts, they're thinking through problems using strategies that even human experts find impressive. The IMO specifically tests creativity and the ability to generate new mathematical insights. For decades, this was considered something only human minds could do. The fact that AI models can now compete at this level suggests we're much closer to artificial general intelligence than most people realize. But here's what really gets me excited and terrified at the same time. If AI can master mathematics at this level, what other human cognitive capabilities are about to become artificial? We might be looking at the last generation of humans who are definitively smarter than machines in any specific domain. The question becomes, do we want AI as our assistant, helping us solve problems we couldn't tackle alone? Or are we creating something that will make human intelligence obsolete? The mathematical prowess we're seeing suggests we need to decide quickly.
Here's a reality check that should sober everyone up. AI is about to consume resources on a scale that could require rebuilding global infrastructure. The numbers are absolutely staggering. Training Mistral Large 2 consumed water equivalent to what 678 American households use in an entire year. Every single ChatGPT query uses 33 milliliters of water. That might not sound like much, but multiply it by billions of queries across millions of users, and we're talking about resource consumption that rivals entire industries. Goldman Sachs predicts that AI data centers will consume 50 times more energy than current cloud servers by 2027. 50 times! And data center energy demand is expected to increase by 160% by 2030. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment below with your thoughts on AI's environmental impact, and subscribe to the channel for more insights into technology's biggest challenges. But here's the really scary part. Our current electricity grids can't keep up with this pace. Building a new AI data center costs an average of $12 billion and can train 30 to 40 GPT-4 level models simultaneously. Companies like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft are projected to invest $1 trillion in AI infrastructure by 2027. We're essentially talking about creating a parallel digital civilization that consumes as many resources as the physical world. The environmental implications are massive, but so are the opportunities. This demand is driving innovation in nuclear energy, solar power, and energy storage technologies. Data centers are becoming so important they're being called digital embassies. Their location and scale are now geopolitically significant. Countries with robust AI infrastructure gain economic and strategic advantages that compound over time. But perhaps the most profound challenge isn't technical, it's philosophical. As AI agents become capable of handling complex tasks like planning entire vacations, booking flights, and making recommendations, we face a fundamental question. Will we stop making decisions altogether? I recently used ChatGPT's new agents to plan a Greek island trip, and it was incredibly efficient. Ferry schedules, car rentals, daily itineraries with specific beaches and restaurants. The agent even offered to notify me when tasks were complete so I could close my computer and leave. This convenience is seductive, but it raises a deeper concern. If AI can make better decisions than we can, faster, with more information and without emotional bias, why wouldn't we delegate everything to artificial intelligence? The The fear isn't just about unemployment or economic displacement. It's about losing something fundamental to human experience, the act of making choices. What makes us human is our ability to weigh options, make mistakes, learn from consequences, and grow through decision-making. There's a real risk that we become passengers in our own lives, letting AI optimize everything while we lose the cognitive muscles that come from wrestling with complex decisions. We might become more efficient, but less human. The key insight here is that we need to maintain what I call decision sovereignty, the deliberate preservation of human choice in areas that matter for our growth, relationships, and sense of agency. We're living through a moment where AI is simultaneously becoming our greatest tool and our greatest challenge. The technology that can solve mathematical problems beyond human capability is the same technology that can defraud us with perfect impersonations. The systems that could revolutionize medicine, education, and scientific research are also consuming resources on a scale that requires reimagining global infrastructure. The agents that can automate complex tasks might also automate away the human experience of making meaningful choices. The AI revolution isn't coming, it's here, and it's accelerating faster than our ability to understand its implications. The decisions we make in the next few years about regulation, resource allocation, and human agency will determine whether AI enhances human civilization or fundamentally changes what it means to be human. The ultimate control must always remain with us, but that requires staying awake to both the opportunities and the risks of the most powerful technology humans have ever created.